Alright guys, so welcome to today's video, and in today's video I would like to create a yummy no meef oh my god, yummy no me move steal move. Alright, yeah, so this is going to be the topic for today's video. I was about to work on this place review video, which you guys should be expecting, at least I hope so, but it still takes some time to edit this one. Therefore, it's going to be uploaded in the next days, guys. But today we have this tutorial, as I've already told you. So we are going to work on the particles first of all in paint.net. So this is not a paint.net tutorial or anything like that. I'm just gonna show you how I am creating the particle. I'm not gonna explain it, but I'm just going to show it. And we are going to export every image into Roblox Studio, where we will turn this into particles, and then we are going to script the move later on. Alright, so I'm now going to start with creating those particles. I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to speed this video up, maybe we'll see, but I'm going to be back once this is done. Alright. Alright, so what you want to do is that you want to go to File, Save As, and then save as a PNG file, right? So that's important. And then we're going to see each other back in the studio. Alright, so in here we want to create a part first of all. And then we want to create a particle emitter inside of it. Instead of having sparkles, we want to create a smoke. Make sure that it is black. Reduce the speed. Alright. And let's change the size right here. Let's make it smaller. Here we go. Alright. Let's duplicate this. Let's add our new particle right inside of here. Alright, so here we go. So this is how this looks like. So what we want to do with this one is that we want to increase the size right here. So let's increase it, and let's add a rotation inside of here. Alright, that's important as well. And maybe add a... Now, where is it? Okay, what about brightness? Let's turn this down. Let's play around with the transparency as well. Let's reduce the rate. Ah. Let's do something about the size. Wait. Okay, let's use this, alright? So Yummy 1 and Yummy 2. So let's create this move steal right here. So what we're gonna do is that we want to create a tool inside of the starter pack, and we want to call this one Yummy Move Stealer. Alright. Now let's add a local script inside of here. And inside of this local script, we want to add a remote event. And inside of this local script, once again, we want to add another script, alright? So let's call this one client. Let's call the script server. Let's call the remote event remote, alright? There we go. Now, what we want to do inside of this client script, or even before we start with it, make sure to set requires handle right here. Make sure to set it to false, and proceed inside of this client script. So what we want to do inside of here is that we want to refer to the tool first of all. So script parent, and then activate it. All right. So script parent, basically script is this client script right here. Dot parent is this one. Dot activated describes the case when this tool has been equipped and a left mouse button click has been performed. All right. So when it has been activated, we want to do the following. We want to fire server this remote event, alright? Not script, not script. Script remote fire server, alright? Move steal. So we are going to fire server this remote event with the argument move steal, okay? So let's go inside of the server script, and what this server script is going to do is that it is going to refer to this remote first of all. So script parent remote, and then on server event. So this event is or happens when this remote event which you're referring to and which you're applying this event onto has been fire servered, alright? And if it has been fire servered, then we receive the player who has fire servered and the first argument, which is basically this one. And if the first argument, so if this one is something like move steal, then we want to continue, alright? And what we want to do now is that we want to create an animation right here. We're going to load this one. Now wait, before we load it, we want to refer to our character up here. So local C player.character. Now, what we want to do is that we want to load this animation, and we're going to create it later on and add an animation ID to it. But you can already load it, or you can create the load, the code which is supposed to load this. So L equals C humanoid load animation script animation L play. There we go. So this loads this animation, and let's create this animation actually. So let's go to one of those dummies right here. Let's select one. Want create new, create. So what we want to do is that yeah, we just want to create this dummy right here who has, or who puts his hands up, alright? And we especially want the other player's torso or the head to be inside of this hand right here, okay? And this is basically it. So there's nothing more into this one. Make sure that it is looped, okay, so that it does not end. Make sure that the priority is set to movement, alright? That's important as well. And then publish this to Roblox. So it is very important that you set the priority to movement, otherwise this will not work. Come on. Now set the ID which you have just cloned inside of here. Paste it inside of here. Alright, now this animation right here is being played, and let me show you what happens when you set the priority to movement, alright? As you can see, I still have my hand up, okay? But my other body parts are right here. They're not affected or anything, alright? So they still have their own animation. That's basically the advantage of using movement as the animation priority. Now, what we want to do next is that we want to clone all of those particles inside of our player's right hand. So, for IV in pairs, let's actually do it this way. Local Y, game get service replicated storage. Yami 1 and 2, let's move them inside of the replicated storage. Yami 1, clone. Local Y2 equals this, but Yami 2. Okay. Y parent is C right hand. Y2 parent is C right hand as well. So what we're doing right here is that we are referring to the replicated storage, and then to Yami 1, and then we are cloning it, alright? And down here we are doing the same thing, but only for Yami 2. And right here, we are telling the script that the cloned version of Yami 1, which is our first Yami particle, is going to be put inside of our character. So C stands for character, character's right hand. And we do the same for a second Yami particle, which we have cloned right here as well, alright? So let's check this out now. Let's see how this looks like. Okay. The next thing which we want to do is that we want to examine who our enemy is. Before we do that, I would like to make our character right here unable to walk or to move in general. So walk speed is going to be set to 0, and the jump power is going to be set to 0 as well, alright? So we're of course going to revert this later on. Alright, so now we have to examine our enemy. So for IV in pairs, workspace, get descendants, do if V is a model and V the name does not equal our player's name, and V find first child humanoid, and so this one is important as well. Game players find first child V name then. Let me explain you all of these requirements, alright? So what we are looking for inside, what we are doing is that we are looping through the workspace, alright? And get descendants in particular does not only get all of these as get children does, but it also gets everything which is inside of these. So this for example, this for example, this for example, this for example, you know, and so on, alright? So you guys hopefully get the idea I'm trying to point out right here. And we have now set up 4 requirements which define the type of instance which is going to be an enemy which we are looking for, right? So what kind of attributes does this enemy have when we speak of an instance, alright? So our enemy has to be a model, so a character model, alright? That's basically what the first requirement right here tells us, alright? So if the instance we're currently at is a model, then we could, I say we could have a character model. Second thing, if this instance's name does not equal our player's name, this excludes that we have, let's say chosen our own character, alright? So this is basically what we're trying to prevent right here. We do not want our character to be targeted right here. That's basically what the second argument right here excludes. So if this instance's name is not our player's name, that's important. Now, third argument also appeals to the idea of a character model. If there is an instance inside of our character, our potential character model, which is called humanoid. So if there is basically a humanoid inside of our character model, then we have a character model, alright? Now, the last argument is also important in my opinion, because this move stealer right here is only going to work on players. So if you have things like NPC bandits whatsoever, and they have moves as well, then you're going to have a problem, because this one is only going to work on players. Alright? That's basically what the fourth argument also tries to do. It basically looks for an instance inside of the players tab which has the same name as its character model, because character models usually have the names of their players they belong to. Okay, and that's it. That's it for all of those four requirements right here. Next requirement, which we want to do as well, is that okay, wait. Before I do this, I would like to explain some stuff. Stealable. So I'm now going to set up a table, alright? This table is going to be important. Since I do not know what kind of moves your game has, you have to do this by yourself. So I'm now going to enter some words, alright? Such as Gomu, Mera, I don't know, smoke maybe, ice, Magu. No, so you could add the names of the devil fruits you have right here, okay? So what we're going to do now is that we are going to loop through the backpack of this player right here. So this is basically the player. That backpack, get children. Yeah. So if string was a find, yeah, string find v2 name. This is the problem now. Alright, let me explain this. So those are a lot of moves right now here. Not a lot of code, I'm sorry. So when those requirements are met, we want to loop through the player's backpack, alright? So those requirements, they tell us that we have now found, so V is now the character model of a player, alright? And this reference right here refers to the player model. So we're trying to look for an instance instead of the players tab which has the same name as the character model, alright? And that's basically how you refer to the player. And we are referring to the player's backpack right here in particular. And we are receiving all of the children inside of there, basically all of the instances which are inside of the backpack. And we are looping through that, alright? And for each item, we are also looping through this table right here, okay? And this table is pretty important. So we have now set up this for I loop, which loops from 1 to the total amount of entries inside of here. So we now have 1, 2, 3, I think 6, alright? So from 1 to 6. It is going to have 6 loops, and with each loop it is going to check whether this backpack item's name contains any of those words. And that's important. If you want your move to be stealable, you have to enter a word which is inside of that move's name inside of this table. That is very, very important, my friend. If you do not do this, then your move is not stealable, okay? So if you, for example, want your Doku Doku no Mi to be stealable, then you have to add Doku inside of here, alright? So adding it once is enough, because string find is basically looking for this pattern right here. It is using the name of this item, and it is comparing it to the pattern, so to a certain pattern, which is one of those according to what I3 currently is, alright? And if this returns something, means it does not equal nil, because nil means nothing, alright? So if this returns something, and not nil, so nothing, then that means that there was a match. There was a match in between one of those words and one of those items, or the name of those items, which means that our enemy, or enemy player, has a move inside of his backpack which is stealable. And this next check right here, make sure that this move either is a local script or is a tool. That's important as well, right? So, because if that's the case, then let's call this T. Then we want to clone this. And come on, and we want to put this inside of our own backpack. So player that backpack. And we also want to check, so if B2 is a local script, so we are now going to do these checks once more, because we now even want to make sure that those items are accessible to us. So you could have the case that you have a tool inside of here, which is enabled false, okay? We have a local script, which is disabled, alright? So we are going to check whether they're disabled or not, or we are going to make sure that they're not disabled. So B2 disabled false, or if B2 is a tool, then B2 enabled true. There we go. That's the way to do it, alright? And yeah, so that's the way on how you steal moves. We have to add some kind of cooldown, so found enemy. Make sure to set up this variable, which is going to be false by default. And this also has to be a requirement, so found enemy equals false. That's the case, so if all of those requirements are met, then we want to put found enemy to true. Now, wait, I forgot about something so damn important. Wait. We also have to check for distances. If the humanoid root part position minus C humanoid root part position. Now, so the distance in between our enemy's position and our own position, magnitude is equals, or is not bigger than 20. Ah, come on. Then we want to continue with all of these right here. And then we have actually found an enemy, so found enemy is true. And then we also would like to, you know, do all of this animation stuff, alright? So we want this player right here, this enemy right here, to be teleported to our hand. So I'm gonna be using a body position for this one. BP instant certainty, although they're already deprecated, but I don't care. So body position, put it inside of the humanoid root part of our enemy right here. Make sure that max force is set to math huge. Make sure that you set the position to C right hand position. And there we go. So this is it with the main aspects of this move. So we're now going to test this out via this local server test feature right here. So I'm gonna mute myself, or I'm gonna pause the video, and then I'm gonna be back once the server has been set up. All right. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, yeah. So as you can see, I have received his moves, except for water breathing. Ah, yeah, and that was because we do not add water or breathing in that table. Makes sense, makes sense. So the move stealing mechanism itself works. The only problem is with the animation right here. I think I'm gonna do this via. I'm gonna do this with another way right here. Okay, so how about that we do not use a body position for this, but we actually just do it the old school way by anchoring the humanoid report and then just setting the C frame of the humanoid report to our right hand C frame or something nearby, you know? So that's a very old school way to do things. Let's see how this is going to work out. Alright. Ah, come on. So let's add a weight into this actually. Let's add a weight of 1 second right here. And let's... Nah, never mind. Yeah, let's add this weight right here. I'm gonna test this out again. Alright. Ah, look. Yeah, okay. Alright, so what we have to do is that we have to... we have to do something about the C-frame. Alright, so at this point I'm just gonna test out some C-frame angles, which we could possibly do. And I'm gonna be back once I've found out what the perfect angle is, alright? Alright, so I think I found a cool angle right here. What I would like to do is that I really like to recreate this body position once again, because I think that I found a way to actually work with this. So put it inside of the humanoid report. So I've just explained it earlier. I don't think I have to explain it once again. So this is where things get interesting. So you just take this right here, the C frame, put it inside of here, inside of those brackets, and then you do that position, alright? There you go. Let's put this in a comment, and let's see what this is about right here. Alright, let's check this out. Yeah, of course nothing is happening. Oh my god, I'm so dumb, guys. Yeah, your enemy shouldn't be anchored, you know? That was the reason why it did not work. Alright, let's hope that this works. There we go. We've just received his moves. Alright. One more thing, or two more things I would like to create are that instead of cloning this tool, I would like to really steal it. Means that we just, we do not clone it or anything. We just remove it from its previous user. That's one thing I would like to do. The other thing is that I would like to create an animation for our enemy right here. Let's call this one hit anim. And it's actually pretty easy to do. So all you want to do is that we just want to create an animation for our enemy, which is being sucked in. Yeah, sucked in that black hole right here, which steals the move. Alright, let's do this. On, man. Come on! Yo, I'm about to punch my screen. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Incredibly stupid. Yeah, increase this time span right here. Oh my god, look. I've never seen something stupid before. Or something as stupid as this before. Look at it, look at it. Why is this arm moving forward? How can something be so stupid? I'm amazed, I'm amazed. Oh my god, I'm about to. Yo, yo. Did I really allow this to happen? Did I really allow this right here to happen? Yeah. So goddamn stupid. Incredibly stupid. Look at it. Instead of rotating it, we'll just make all these parts right here move. Make sure that it is looped. Make sure that the priority is set to action. Let's test this out. Incredibly stupid. There we go. Now publish this to Roblox. Submit. Copy the ID. Close. Put it inside of here. And let's load this one as well. So you can just take this, call it L2, then B humanoid load animation. Instead of our humanoid, do animator. Sorry. And instead of script animation, we're gonna do script hit anim. And there we go. Let's play this. Let's see what this is about. Now we cannot. We need another player. I'm gonna be back. Okay, let's hope that this looks fun. Incredible. Is oh my god. My god, look, this glitch right here. This glitch probably older than my ass, you know. How can Roblox not fix this? How? Look at it, look at it. Did I animate this? Did I animate it the way to look at to make it look like this? I did not. Come on, man, stop playing. Look, I'm usually someone who cusses a lot, you know, and I really have to hold back myself because I don't want to cuss on YouTube that much, you know. But how is this possible? I mean, how is this possible? Come on. Now, let's even make the hands and the feet move as well. Otherwise, they're gonna cause problems as well. Like literally out of nowhere. Nobody asked them to do it, but they still want to. My god. Now, if this stupid thing right here doesn't want to work now, then I'm just gonna leave it as it is. You guys hopefully know what to do, you know. So, all right, so here we are. Hopefully for the last time. All right, finally, yeah. So as you can see, those moves were clones inside of here. Now the last things which we are now going to do have to do with clearing up everything right here. So let me add a spawn function right here until I learn about coroutines, I think. Yeah, until I learn about them. So there is a much better way to handle these things, which spawn does. But I'm going to show you them later on. I still have to learn them myself. So what spawn basically does is that it makes the code inside of your run inside of, run in the background. Otherwise, when we add things like a wait or a loop, they would just pause the whole script, you know. Therefore, adding a spawn makes these things not interrupt with the rest of the script. And we want to do that because we are not going to add a wait. And this wait, so after 2 seconds, now let's not have 2 seconds, but maybe 5 or 4. So what happens then? What happens is that we're going to stop this hit enemy from playing. We're going to destroy this body position right here. And what we actually want to do as well is that we want to get rid of Y and Y2. And we want to stop L. And what else? We also want to make our body right here, or ourself, able to walk again. And we want to set found enemy to false. Yeah, and with that being said, that's it for the video, guys. So I hope that you have enjoyed it. So leave a like, subscribe, share this video to all your friends, and leave feedback in the comment section, guys. Take care and see you in the next video.